Welcome everybody to your pick a card reading. What's coming in April? We have 4 piles to choose from. The first pile has the Snowflake Obsidian crystal. The second pile has the picture Jasper crystal. The third pile has the Amethyst crystal. And the fourth pile has the rose quartz crystal. Please take your time, look at the piles carefully, and pick the one that resonates and calls to you the most. When you have made up your mind, you will find the timestamps in the description box below, as well as in the pinned comments. Okay, everybody, let's see what's happening in April. Welcome group number 1 for everybody who chose the Snowflake Obsidian crystal. Okay, we're going to start off looking at the tarot just to get a general idea what April will bring in, and then we're going to get further clarification from the oracle cards. So group number 1, what I can see for you, April is definitely going to offer a fresh, new opportunity of some kind. And it's going to be a wonderful breath of fresh air for you from what's happened in the past few months. It's going to come in like a really welcome relief. It's going to offer, it could be something in work, it could be something in a relationship, but whatever it is, it puts you on a much better plane or position that you were in the past few months. It taps into your this opportunity taps into your creativity. It offers you more opportunity. It offers you more money, perhaps. If it's a relationship, it offers you a whole new way of being, and it really makes you view things differently. It's almost that this opportunity or this new whatever it is, it could, like I said, it could be a relationship, it could be a person, it could be something in work. Whatever it is, not only does it tap into your, it's like really fulfills something deep within you as a person, but it allows you also to, whatever was really like burdensome and hard for you these past few months, it allows you to start letting go of it. It's like a welcome relief. It's like a welcome relief, and that you're able now to start moving away from this hard or difficult period, be it financial, be it maybe you were looking for a job and you couldn't find a job. Maybe you were going through a rough patch in your relationship. You start moving out of that into a much better period. And this also now allows you, so we've got the Ace of Wands here, and now we have the Two of Wands. It allows you now to start making plans for the future. You start, whether it is now looking at doing things that you weren't able to do before because you had to really watch your finances. If you were struggling in your relationship, maybe you weren't able to, like for example, because of lockdown, maybe you weren't able to go out and do things. Maybe now, because of this welcome relief, whatever it is, you're able to start moving out, perhaps going out a bit, socializing, mingling, seeing people again. There's definitely a welcome relief here, and it taps into something that is very much your core being, very much your core being. And then we end with a really lovely card, which is the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is it's the laying of foundations. It's the legacy card. This welcome opportunity, this welcome relief, and allows you now to really start looking at things that you weren't able to look at again, and start building towards what you wanted to obtain and get into and accomplish. Whatever was frozen in time now starts to move. There is nice movement here, group number 1. And not only that, you're actually able to start actually making it happen in April. It's like not just a dream in April. The opportunity comes, but there's actual physical, whether it's monetary, whether it's relationships change, whether you start to move out and about a bit, there is actual change happening in April. So that looks very positive. Right, group number 1, I'm going to now just pull some oracle cards. So the first card we get here is play. Have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. I think this really is starting to see, we've got our champagne glass and she's having a little swim in the champagne glass. I think whatever this relief is that comes in for you in April, it's like a breath of fresh air. You actually can start having fun. You can actually let go of some of the burden that you've been carrying and really perhaps get out and about and start enjoying yourself, because there is definitely a period of heaviness that you are coming out of in April. The next oracle card we get is take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. So once again, we've got another message that whatever you do this month in April, take time to really have fun, have a rest. It's not all work, go. No, this is we've been through such a period of really, it's been difficult and hard, and whatever this period has come before April has really taken, its toll on your actual being in some way, whether it was socially, financially, in love. And now in April we have the sprouts of something new. Maybe it's like spring is in the air if you're in the northern hemisphere, or there's definitely something feels lighter. Something feels like, okay, I can get out there and have a little bit of fun and start enjoying myself. And then the third oracle card I get in this series is Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. So this is also on top of our 10 of Pentacles cards. You are starting to lay foundations again. You can start planning again. All those dreams that you had before all of this started and you had to put on hold for whatever reason, you now can see the light coming in, and this is like the light of positivity. Something is really great. You can start creating again. You can start laying foundations. You can start planning again. This is a great month for planning, for putting things into action. And I think, not like, as I mentioned before, not only that, but I think you will also start seeing seeds. There's going to be some kind of change here. It's not just planning and it's not just all in your imagination. There's going to be actual things are going to start happening one way or another. The next 2 oracle cards that I'm pulling are messages from your guides. The first card we get is from the guardian angel Michael, which is self-esteem. So that's lovely, because what's happening here, group number 1, is that whatever this great opportunity or change that is coming in April, it's going to really raise your self-esteem. It's going to, like I said, it could be anything, but whatever it is, it's not, so it's tangible, but it affects your self-esteem. You start feeling like yourself again. So, for example, like we'll just take the financial aspect. If money has been very, very tight these past few months, whatever this opportunity is, maybe if it's a financial opportunity, you'll be able to start breathing again. And this will affect your self-esteem, which has obviously taken a knock because you had to be so cautious and so guarded with your finances. It could do with socially. Perhaps you haven't been able to see your family, your friends, your tribe. And now all of a sudden you're able to get out and about. Of course, this makes you feel like yourself again, having a drink, having a laugh, having, just meeting outdoors and having a little bit of fun and having a good laugh. This, of course, will raise your self-esteem. So that's the one card we get from your guides. The next card we get from your guides is Imagination in a Child. Now this is once again tapping into the play, take a break, get off the treadmill. Group number 1. April is really also time for you to enjoy yourselves. Take time out to do whatever is available for you to do in terms of having fun. And I don't care what it is, but have fun, because that means something different for all of us. If that means starting to do the sport that you haven't been able to do, your hobby that you haven't been able to do for these last few months, do it. If it means getting together with a friend or a few friends and having a drink and a good laugh, do it. If it means going on a romantic date, do it. Whatever. You see how this little person is just having fun dancing with the stars and butterflies. It's really about that. Go out into the park, have a picnic. Of course you can keep social distancing, whatever you need to do, but it's the weather both in northern and southern hemisphere now, April is just like mildish. Get out, have fun, be in nature, and really embrace the change of season and the change within you and the opportunity that is coming your way. Lovely. Right, now group number 1, what I want to do is just see the energy that you should really work with this month. So the first card that we get is the Otto Spirit. Okay, you are never alone. So this is a lovely card that's telling you that April is really a time for you to reach out to whoever it is that makes you feel good. So that's your family, that's your tribe, that's your friends, your colleagues, your partner. Just know you're never alone, and sometimes you have to make the effort. You have to pick up the phone and say, hey guys, what are you doing? Do you want to meet for breakfast? Should we plan a picnic? Sometimes you just, because there might have been a gap where you haven't seen people, and perhaps there's a little bit of silence going on, and you think, maybe I've lost my friends, and there might be a little bit of insecurity. Just reach out, because I promise you so many people are in the same position, and we are social creatures by nature. Just reach out, and I'm telling you, people are going to be only too happy to start getting together, of course, being cautious, outdoors, going for a walk, sitting in the park, whatever it is. The next energy card we get from the Animal Spiritual deck is Give with Gratitude and Grace. This is our Turkey Spirit. Okay, so you are going to be feeling really good here, and there's a lovely opportunity coming in for you, and you're starting to plan, and you're starting to see actual things happening. So this Turkey Spirit is telling us there might still be people around you who don't have that just yet, who are still feeling that they're not quite, things haven't broken for them, they're not feeling as light and they're not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. So perhaps there might be opportunity for you just to be graceful, kind, and just to kind of help them a little bit, lift them up, let them see, yes, everything's going to be all right. This too shall pass. There is light at the end of the tunnel. And then the last card we get from our Spirit Animal deck is There is Always Enough, which is a lovely card, because we have this here on our Ten of Pentacles, and then we've got Anna, Mother of of Jesus, who's laying the divine plan, there is always enough. So whatever is coming in April, even if it's just the seeds of something that's coming, just know there is always enough. This is just the start, and there is more to come. There is more that's going to be built up. You are now planning, you are now creating, you are now tapping into that real core of yourself. Something is going to really resonate with you this month, this opportunity, and it's going to make you start. This is just the beginning of great things to come, group number 1. And then I'm just going to take the little tarot to get your final message. So the first card we get is the Hanged Man. Then we get Judgment, the Six of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. Okay, let's have a look and see what this last message for you, group number 1, is. Okay, so your last message is telling you that after a period of really nothing much happening, the last few months might have been a period where you wanted so much to do whatever it was. Maybe it was, to start a new business, to create something, to travel, to get out there, really feeling like nothing was happening. All of a sudden, there is now a period where things are going to start moving. You're going to feel there is a difference. Something is shifting, something is happening, and there's going to be a it's not so much an all or nothing kind of period. Whereas there was in the past few months, it really was an all or nothing, and perhaps you felt a lot of scarcity, a lot of isolation, a lot of nothing happening. Now in April, things to start to feel like there is more balance coming into your life, whatever that means for you. Okay, there's definitely more of a balance coming in. And then we've got our King of Wands, and that is our absolute, we've got another, this creative energy, this boost coming in, this all of a sudden ideas, plans are starting to come in. So that really is being continuously being told to us throughout your reading, group number 1, that it's really a month of absolute creativity, planning, opportunity, and actual. I think you're going to move out of a really difficult period, nothing much happening, into a period where, wow, okay, I can see there is light at the end of the tunnel. There you have it, group number 1. That is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Please take care of yourselves. Welcome, group number 2, for everybody who chose the picture Jasper. We're going to start off looking at the tarot cards just to get a general outlook. And then I'm going to pull the oracle cards to see further clarification and insights in what's coming in for you in April. Right, group number 2. Let's see. So first of all, the first card we get is the Star. Now, the Star tells us that April is going to bring in a lot more hope, a lot more blessings. It's going to be quite a blessed month. I think there might have been in the past few months there could have been quite a lot of power struggles, arguments, friction. It could have been perhaps with colleagues at work. It could have been at home. But there was like tension. There was absolute tension, and it could have just been maybe because everybody was at home and everybody was getting on each other's nerves. It just could have been something like that. But you really held out a lot of hope, and you kept hoping and working on yourself and saying, keep calm, keep calm, this too shall pass. You've been exceptionally patient over this period, waiting for this period of conflict. Whatever it was, it was like a tense period these last few months for you. I mean, it could have to do with anything. It could have to do with perhaps even to do with finances. There was just like a lot of tension, and you really have been containing yourself and being patient and being hopeful and waiting. You were like, this can't last forever. This can't last forever. And now, in April, there is going to be a change. This is our fast moving card. So in April, I can tell you, group number 2, your patience, your hope. You've probably been keeping the peace at home. You've probably been the diplomat, the peacekeeper, whether it was at work, whether it was at home with the family. You were the ones who were like, come on guys, this can't last forever. Let's pull together. You were the one, and it was, it's quite draining to be the person that's always, shining the light, trying to see, the good side of everything. And sometimes it can wear you down. It can really wear you down. But you were like the one always like stabilizing everybody. It's going to be okay. This is going to pass. But I can promise you now, group number 2, April brings in an absolute change. A change. Your patience, your hope is paying off. What we have here at the end of our reading is a beautiful card, the 10 of Cups. So there is a lovely change. For whatever this is that you have been managing with all your diplomacy and tact and, positivity, it happens. There is now peace. If it's the peace in the home, if it's peace at work, everybody just calms down. Everybody's starting to feel a little bit more hopeful. Everybody can see the rainbow, the sun at the end of the tunnel, the light at the end of the tunnel. Everybody's got a little bit of more of a dance in their step, a little bit of a spring in their step. You can now take a deep breath. Oh my goodness, it all starts to kind of balance out. Right, let's now pull in our oracle cards to see what else we can bring in for you and see for you in April. The first card we get, group number 2, is share your voice. Come out of the cave, persecution and expression. So for me, this is about you now, probably really being the peacekeeper over this period, really like taking care of everybody else, worrying about everybody else. And now I think it's safe for you to really express what you need. You have taken care of everybody. You've made sure everybody was okay and happy and balanced and calm. But now it's time to share your voice and express what you need. Because, sometimes taking care of everybody and everybody, like I mentioned here, can be very taxing on you. And now it's time in April to start voicing what you need. It's time for you. The next card we get is Warrior Woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? Right. So this, I think, is now telling us once again, you've done a wonderful job by taking care of everybody, by being the peacekeeper, but now it's your time. Group number 2, April, starts to be your time. You now need to really take a good look about your needs. What is it that is calling from deep inside you? Is it something that you might have neglected something about yourself over this period? It could be just general self-care? Have you taken time out just to look after yourself, rest, take time out to do things you enjoy? It's now time to really answer your deepest calling. And then the third oracle card of the series we get is birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. This is so lovely because now people, and whatever this is, they're on their road, everybody's okay. Now it's time for you to really sit down and write down, what do you want for you? What do you want to create for you? It's time now for you to really look at, what do you want? Who do you want to bring in your life? What do you want to do in your life? You've been so busy taking care of everybody. If I was you, I would just take some time out, take a journal, go to a quiet place and really give it some thought. What is calling you deep inside to do? And be true to yourself. Be true to yourself. Now, I just pulled two cards, which are messages from your guides. Let's see what they are. The first card I get is business, Venus. Okay, so perhaps there is something here, work-wise, that you've been dreaming about creating or doing or joining. It could be anything, but something that you probably put on hold while you were so busy taking care of everybody else. And now this is time, this is for you to start creating, but it's something that speaks to deep inside of you. It's like your soul work. It's the work that not only speaks to your mental self. It's the work that also calls to your spiritual self. And the two can be aligned. We've got Venus, so it's your heart work. You've got the heart here, and something that is going to be lucrative for you. And then the next card we have from your angels and your guides is joy guides. So this month is about gifts. This is gifts for you. This is the month really for you. It's about giving gifts. Your joy guides they want to bring you gifts for you. You've done a superb job, like I said. Now, what about you? What are you going to do for you this month that is going to be good for you, that's going to bring in joy for you, that's going to replenish you, that's going to start you on your road, that's going to, you are now can verbalize and speak about what you need. Very nice. Let's look at our spiritual animal guide cards to see the energy that your animal guides want you to work with in April. The first card we get is the owl spirit. You see clearly now. Okay, so April, you have now got a clear vision of what you need to do for you. There is a certain wisdom that comes in for you, group number 2, in April. You've got a lot of clarity about what you need for you in April. It's about being clear. Okay, I've done what I can for others. Now, you've got your crown on. Look at this beautiful wise owl. Quietly sit down and work out what it is, because you're going to have clarity this month, group number 2. Quietly work out what it is you need to do for you and do it. The next card we get is the lizard spirit. Dream the world into being. This is lovely. This is lovely because it's telling you it's time for you to really, like I mentioned before, we had this card here, dreaming a new age. It's really your month of sitting down and really writing, I would say writing down, so that you capture everything you want. I would write down all these different things. What do you want in your life in terms of relationship, in terms of family, in terms of finances, career, in terms of your physical health and well-being. Write everything down, because this is the month where you dream your world into being. And then the last card is such a beautiful card. Group number 2 is the Nightingale Spirit. Love is all around. You have a lot of love around you this month. I think really it's love from your divine team. I think it's love from your physical team, whether it's your tribe, your family, your colleagues. And I really want you to tap into the love for yourself, because you've done such a lovely job taking care of everybody else, and now it's your turn. It's your turn. So let's get a final message from the little tarot. We've got the 4 of Pentacles. Let's see, you can see everything. We've got Justice. We've got the Page of Wands. And we've got the Queen of Wands. Wow. Okay. So the final message for you, group number 2, is telling you everything is okay now. There is stability where there might have not been stability before. There is definitely more stability and calmness in April. And you have done, there's got Justice here, you have been acknowledged for the work that you've done. And it's now your time. You've got the Page of Wands. It's your time now to start creating and looking after yourself. Being the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Wands is the creator. She brings things into being. It's your month to create and be for you. Wow, it's lovely. That's a wonderful reading. So there you have it, group number 2. You have a lot to look forward to in April. I wish you all the very best, and please take care of yourselves. Welcome, group number 3, for everybody who chose the Amethyst crystal. We're going to have a look at the tarot first, just to get a general outlook to see what April is bringing in for you. And then I'm going to take oracle cards to get further clarification and insight. Right, so group number 3, the first thing I can tell you is that April is going to be quite an interesting month for you. So there has probably been a period leading up to this month where there has been a lot of uncertainty. You've felt unsure about a lot of things that have been going on in your life. You felt like in the dark. It could have been because of what's going on generally. It could have been in a relationship that you were not sure about where you stood with your partner, or with your with the significant person in your life. A lot of insecurity, unsureness. There's just been a lot of feeling like in the dark, and you've taken a lot of time to really go within, really analyze what you really need, and what works for you, what doesn't work for you. You're so over this feeling of not knowing where you stand, what's not going right in your life. You're so over of feeling not in control of your life, and that you just have to go with the whims and woes of other people. You really want to be in control of your destiny, and you've done a lot of work, a lot of deep seated analyzing, are the people in my life the right people for me? Am I in the right work? Am I doing what fulfills me? You've really taken a lot of time to do the deep dive. And I think at the beginning of April, you're probably coming out of this period of a lot of introspection and really analyzing what is going on for you. When we get the Queen and King of Pentacles right next to each other, this is a power couple. This tells me that two things that could be happening in April. For those of you who are already in a relationship, and there might have been a period of really not knowing where you're standing, maybe going through a hard period, maybe really working on yourself, working on the relationship, it looks incredibly positive. It looks incredibly positive that things are going to be good for you guys, and that you're going to come together and work together for a better future, and really go forward and create what you're looking for. For those of you who are not in a relationship, I think that April, there is a strong possibility that you're going to meet somebody significant. This is, to get the King and Queen together in the reading, and they're right next to each other. And then I have the Eight of Pentacles is like working towards something afterwards. I think you're going to meet somebody that you have a lot in common with. There is a big possibility that you're going to meet somebody that you have a lot in common with, and that you have the same beliefs, the same opinions, and the same values, and you might really want to work together to go forward and create something special. So what starts off as being like coming out of March, which is probably the last few months have been such a, not knowing where you stand, not knowing what's going on in a lot of spheres of your life. I think April is going to bring a lot of clarity and a lot of realizations, and you're going to have a very clear direction of where you're moving forward in April. Right, so I'm now going to take the oracle cards to get further clarification. The first oracle card we get is Leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. So this is a lovely card telling you that there might be a sense of taking a chance here, and your divine team are telling you, take it. Take the risk. If there is a risk you need to take, this King and Queen also could be something in work. Maybe this King comes and offers you a lovely opportunity in work, and it can be like, you're working for something really with a lot of potential. So it doesn't necessarily have to be about love. It could also be about work. But whatever this is that's coming up for you, and it's coming out of a period that has not been so easy, take the chance. Take the chance, because it has a great possibility of working out really, really well for you. The next card we get is the Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? Right, so whatever this opportunity that is coming up for you, if it is in love, if it is in work, you're going to be called to step up and lead in a way. It's like you're not going to be small. Even if it's in a relationship, 100% not, it's going to be very equal, and you're going to be being called to step up and say, what do you need? What do you want? It's a very equal relationship. It's not where somebody leads you. You have a voice in this relationship. And the same thing goes if this is a work opportunity. It's actually, they want to hear your opinions. They want you to take the lead and run with some of your ideas and your strategies. It's not about being subservient and letting somebody else lead. They want you to they want to hear what you have to say. It's about letting them hear about where you stand and what you have to say. And then the last card I get in this series is Inner Temple, Devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart. This is definitely, whatever this is for you, group number 3, whether it is a relationship, or if it is a work opportunity, it's going to speak to something in your heart. It's going to be in alignment with your heart. It's not going to be something where you are just work for somebody or where you let somebody lead. You're going to be equal in this partnership, be it love or work, and you're going to work and contribute as an equal. It's very, very balanced, very balanced. Then I pulled 2 cards for you from your guides to see what messages they have for you. The first message we get is intuition, inner child. Okay, this is lovely. Group number 2, after being really in the dark, like really not knowing where you stand, what's coming, feeling insecure, or after doing doing a deep dive and doing your soul work, your intuition is going to work beautifully for you this month. And I'm going to tell you strongly, if something feels, and I'm using the word feels, if something feels right, it's right. If it doesn't feel right for you this month, if it does not feel right, it's not right. Trust your intuition, because we've got here devotion. You're working from the portal of your heart, and we're working with your intuition, which is like your heart. It's like you're going to get a feeling about something. So whoever this person is that comes in for you, if it's a partner that's working well with you, if it's a new partner, if it's a new job opportunity, if it feels right, it's right. If it doesn't feel right, group number 3, don't second guess yourself. Walk away. Something else is coming, and something that is right for you. The next message we get from your angel guides is pleasure, divine goddess. So this is also a month of pleasure, but it's about really being good to yourself, doing things that bring you pleasure, bring you joy, where you can tap into the divine goddess within. So that, you see, I've got a couple here and I've got a couple here. So I really believe for a lot of you, this is also about whatever it is. It could be like a renewed beginning in an existing relationship, or even in a new relationship. For a lot of people, I think April's going to be very, very positive in relationships. So just remember to have a lot of pleasure within this relationship. Then I pulled the animal spirit cards for you, because this is the energy that your team wants you to work with this month. So the first card we get is Dove Spirit. Be peace. Okay. So what that means for me, group number 3, is whatever happens this month, you just be calm. If you need some time to think about things or how things are going, take the time. You be calm, be at peace, and make decisions at your pace. You're coming out of quite a period of, being unsure, being in the dark. Now the light is on. Do things at your pace. You move at your pace, and you move when it's right for you. The next card we get from the animal spirit deck is the frog spirit. Clear out the clutter. Right, whatever doesn't work for you anymore in April, whatever this was that caused this insecurity, not knowing, being unsure, this doubt, whatever doesn't work for you, this is also mental. It's time to clear it out. And I would imagine it's also time to physically clear out the clutter. It could be a very good time to literally do a spring clean. Spring is now here. Get ready. Of course, in the southern hemisphere it's autumn, but you do an autumn cleanup. Just clear up the clutter. Get ready for a new phase. I think April is definitely going to offer something brand new for a lot of people, and don't carry clutter with you. And the last card we get in this series is the grasshopper spirit, which is take a leap of faith. So we've got 2 cards here which are telling you to take a leap of faith. I think this is so there's going to be something coming up for you. Group number 3. And I think if your intuition is telling you to, you can confidently take the leap of faith and see where it leads you, because I think you're going to be very, very pleasantly surprised. Very pleasantly surprised. Then we're going to take the little tarot to get your final message. So what I have here is the 5 of Wands, the 3 of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Star. Okay, so the little tarot are telling us that after a period of being in like some kind, this confirms that this period was not an easy period, that this moon period could have been really feeling a lot of tension, strife, competition, whatever that was for you, if it's like partnership or work. It's now come to an end. You're now entering a period where you're going to work very well with the people in your life, be it in work or be it in a relationship. There's going to be a lot of like-minded thinking, being on the same page, working towards a common goal. There's going to be a lot of moving forward together in the direction that you're both on the same page. Things are going to start changing, shifting, and this brings in a lot of, after the moon, after this unknown period after really taking a deep look at everything, there is now a light at the end of the tunnel. There is a sense of hope in April. There's a sense of relief in April. Things are starting to look very, very positive. So there you have it, group number 3. That is what April is bringing in for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Please take care of yourselves. Welcome, group number 4. For everybody who chose the rose quartz crystal, we're going to have a look and see what April is bringing in for you. I'm going to start off with the tarot to get a general outlook of the month, and then I'm going to bring in oracle cards for further clarification and insights. Right, group number 4. Okay, so I'm going to tell you, up until this point, I think things have been quite up and down for you the past few months. There have been a lot of highs and a lot of lows, and you could have also been really having to decide between 2 things. Maybe you had perhaps to decide about it could have been something in work, it could have been something in love. You definitely had a big decision to make, and it caused you quite a lot of anxiety in terms of making this decision. I have a feeling this decision has to do with a relationship, and this is because I have the Lovers here and I've got the Ace of Cups, and this which is usually related to a relationship decision. And this decision has not been easy for you. It's probably caused you quite a lot of up and down. What should I do? Really, really playing with it, and probably driving yourself a little bit mad in terms of this decision. But I can tell you that April, you either have already made your decision or you're going to make this decision. And this decision, I'm going to really think it is about something to do with it's either an existing relationship or it's about what you want in terms of a relationship. You might even, be getting out of a relationship. You have decided that because I have the Death card here, I'm going to say that you might have even ended a relationship due to the fact that it was extremely unbalanced and something was not right for you, and that you've decided that whatever comes from now on, you are not going to repeat this pattern again. You want something completely new in love. You have a very, very specific idea about who you want as your partner and what you will accept and what you won't accept. I think what came before April was something that was probably I think there was a big imbalance in a relationship, a very big imbalance, and perhaps the partner you were with was not kind to you, spoke down to you, really made you feel small, brought you down, played on your insecurities, but you knew deep inside that this was not right. And it was, although it was not an easy decision for you to do, I think either you've made this decision because I have the death card, or you're going to make this decision in April. Either there is somebody else, there could be could really be somebody else coming in April, or you have a very clear idea of what you deserve and what you're no longer going to accept. And you really close the door on a relationship that doesn't value you, that is not your worth. This is what I'm seeing for you. So now let's pull the oracle cards to get further clarification for you, group number 4. So the first card I get is don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Okay, isn't that interesting? So there was definitely something here that you were very aware of, that you had to make yourself small. You had to close down and shut down your light in order to make your partner feel big. And this is no longer working for you. This is now time. It's now time for you to acknowledge it's not the right thing to do, but you have acknowledged it. You have acknowledged that you are not going to do this anymore. April is the end of this. You are not going to dim your light to fit in. It's the end of that. It's the end of that, because this Ace of Cups is a brand new beginning, and it's a cup. It's emotional. So it could be a love offer coming in, or this actually could just be you, your heart opening up and acknowledging, I am wonderful, I am magnificent, I am worthy, and I deserve more than being put down, suppressed, and being spoken to in the wrong way. The next card we get, group number 4, is a great gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe. This is really a time, group number 4, for you to now surround yourself with like-minded people. If you are now ending a relationship, it's now time for you to really surround yourself with your soul group, with like-minded people. And if that means joining a group, even if it's online, if it means reaching out to your soul people, just going out and just, having a drink together, a discussion, they're going to acknowledge and they're going to get exactly what you've been through, and they're really going to support you in this new chapter of your life, because you are closing something that didn't work for you down completely. And then the third card I get in the series is Council of Light. Divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. So isn't this beautiful, group number 4? So not only are you going to be surrounded and loved on the physical plane, but right now your divine team is surrounding you. They are surrounding you. They are loving you. They are guiding you. They are protecting you. And they want you to know you are doing the right thing. You do not have to accept crumbs. You do not have to accept anybody not treating you well, not being kind to you. You deserve so much more. It's your time to stand up and be acknowledged for the wonderful person that you are. I'm now going to pull two cards from your guides. These are now messages from your guides, your personal guides. The first card we get is appreciation, divine helpers. Now, this is telling me that you were probably not appreciated in this past relationship or whatever it was. This actually doesn't even have to be a love relationship. This could also be a work relationship, a friendship. There was somebody that was not appreciating you for who you were, your unique, beautiful self. Somebody was not appreciating that. And your divine helpers are saying, it's time, like you're doing the right thing. You need to be with your soul tribe, with the right people and the right person who's going to acknowledge you, appreciate you for the special, beautiful person that you are. And then we get, look at that, partnerships and love, nature spirits. Your partnerships, be it work, be it friendship, and be it a love relationship, it has to be about love. And if you do not feel good, if you do not feel you belong, if you do not feel right, then it's wrong. Simple as that. If it feels right, group number 4, then it's right. But if something doesn't feel right, don't push it. It's not right. You deserve to be loved for the beautiful, unique person that you are. I'm now going to pull the animal spirit cards to see the energy that you should work with for the month of April. So the first card we get, group number 4, is the beaver spirit. Lay a solid foundation. This month is about laying a solid foundation because you've come from really this wavy, topsy-turvy kind of period, and now it's time to lay a solid foundation. Work from a strong, solid base and work your way up from there. No more of this insecurity. Is it right for me? Isn't it right for me? No more taking what's not feeling good for you. Come from a solid foundation and build your way step by step the right way. The next one we get is the skunk spirit. Know your worth. Oh, this is coming through strong, very strong for you, group number 4. This April is about you acknowledging your worth and not settling for anything less. This is really about standing strong, letting go of anything and anyone that did not treat you well, did not see you the way you are, and put you down in any way. This is you standing up and saying, this is who I am. If you don't treat me well, you don't belong. And then the last energy card we get from the series is the squirrel spirit. Believe in yourself. This is really a strong month for you to acknowledge your beautiful self, stand strong, and only accept good things in your life. And if it's not good, and if it doesn't feel good, let it go, because there's no room for it in this month. Right, let's see what the little tarot, the message from the little tarot this month. We've got the Page of Cups, the Ace of Swords, Strength, and the Fool. Oh, that's lovely. Group number 4, it's wonderful because this is really confirmation that this is a new start for you. It's a new start for you, and you've got the Ace of Swords and Strength, and it's confirming that you have the strength and the determination to get what you want, to make a new beginning in April, a fresh new beginning where you let your light shine, you let your beautiful light shine. You are protected, you are loved, and now you can really take what the universe, what the world has to offer with a brand new outlook, letting go of what not has served you before. Lovely, group number 4. Have a wonderful April, and please take care of yourselves.